Guten Tag and Willkommen. Welcome back, guys, to the club. We played about 4 matches since last I saw you, and things are they're on a slight upward trend, just a little bit up, just a little bit up. All right, but they're looking better. It looks like probably we may actually be able to avoid relegation. Although if my English skills are anything to play into it, then not so much. But luckily we're playing in Germany, so maybe my English isn't important. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, the last match you saw was this horrible 2-0 loss to Cologne. Fischer was sent off. I don't remember how many people were missing at the moment, but there was a while here where we had lost Zay Turbo, Domenico, and Sebastian Kirk. And since then, as you can see, we've played 4 matches, 2 draws, 2 wins. And let's see, of those players that were missing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goals in those 4 matches from those 3 players that we just really, really missed. And turning around a bit, we did win our German Cup second round. So that was a nice win against Heidenheim. We expected to win that one, but their coach came in talking a lot of smack, and apparently I said something. I called his mother names, or I don't know. He was angry about something I'd said. I don't even remember ever talking about him before. But regardless, I commented that I don't remember it, but clearly it got to him, and then he blew up more after we crushed him 3-0. And I apologize because, I'm the bigger man, right? I said, you know what? You need to just play soccer. Anyway, it is what it is. We won, so we didn't have to talk anymore, right? That's pretty much all there is to it. But unfortunately, that was German Cup and not Division. So Division, we've had 2 ties, and then we just got a win against Augsburg, who isn't doing terrible. So it was nice to get a win from them. And you see Domenico got a goal in the 46th. Sebastian Kirk got one, started off the second half. I guess we all started off the second half pretty strong here. 46, 48, 57, 75. We have made a few changes to the tactic. Zay is off on international duty for the moment. Our next match is actually in 10 days. I have a few days to skip before we get to our match. But what we've done is we have dropped Fischer and Seidel back. They are now on defend, and we are playing much deeper defensive line. So I don't even remember I was talking about how I felt that we just didn't have enough speed on defense, and that even though we were playing better, as soon as the other team counterattacked, there was no way for us to get back and stop that. That's why we were, giving up 3 goals on 5 shots and 4 goals on 7 shots and matches like that, because once they started the run, there was just nothing we could do. We were just spectators. So we're going to play everybody back, and we're going to stay back. And hopefully that will fix some of those issues. Combine that with Ptolomeo, Turbo, and Kirk being back, that should hopefully help the offensive side of things as well. But we're going to play a little bit less offensive. We're going to stay attacking. We're going to stick with our early crosses, and we're going to stick. But we've backed off on the super long passes, and we're playing a slightly lower tempo. I think we have the counter-attackiness. That's not a word. I think we counterattack well enough that we can lower the tempo a little bit. We can make the most of the chances that we do have. And generally, once we get up into the final third, we do a really good job of passing and spreading the ball out and eating up into possession. So I think we'll stay like this. It seems to be working so far. But we'll give it another game here, and I will be back in 10 days. All right, guys, welcome back. Making a couple changes here to the roster. We're going to put Mihai in instead of Tim Shells, purely based on his heading of 14 and his jumping reach of 14 is a little slow, which bothers me. But Leonardo doesn't really have any. His heading of 13, jumping reach of 12. Pretty average or below average for this division. So we needed a little bit more heading back there on the defensive line. I did have Shells in just because he's fast, acceleration is 16, and pace of 14. We'll just have to kind of see what we can do. We've changed the tactics a little bit. I have Seidel and Fischer back here on defense now instead of attack. We did move Bayer up to support to kind of balance that a little bit, not much. Achenberg is on support, Feek on attack, and we've got our big three up here all with Zayturbo on support. So we're going to see how that goes. We are still hitting early crosses. We are still much deeper defensive line. We're lower tempo. I think I'm going to change this down to counter. Oh man, the hit for formation though. I don't know why we think. Does that change the width? Oh. So our normal width is out there. When we go back to counter, oh, we pull in really deep. Well, let's stay balanced, but we'll play fairly narrow. We'll kind of play it in the middle and see how that goes. I don't know. The team. All right. Let's see how this goes. I think generally speaking, looking at numbers over the over the whole season, to be honest, our match stats, we're not getting blown out as far as that goes. We're losing games, but we're not, if you were just to look at match stats and not score, you'd never know that we sucked. And I think part of that, Otolomeo makes a big run in here. Can he do something with it? Oh, he couldn't get the rebound. I think it's mostly just team speed that kills us. What happens is we play well, we get some shots, and then when they counterattack, our defense just doesn't have the speed to run with them. Puts it back in, no, headed back out. And that's why we're playing deeper and maybe a little bit narrower now. And why we've changed our defensive players around from maybe our best defenders to defenders that have a little bit more speed. Oh, Seidel got in there. That was very nice. Tolomeo's got it, but he just gives it right back. Can he do it again? Nope. Come on, 18. Good job, Fischer. Anyway, so that's the idea. Is we'll just play back and we'll hope that speed kills us a little bit less. But if we can pick up maybe some better defensive speed, specifically center defensive speed in the winter break, Lurkovsky with the stop should have been pretty routine, but he unable to hang on to it. Anyway, that should help us a lot. I think that's really, despite everything else, that's the stat that's killing us most is defensive center speed. So we're going to have to kind of see how that goes. But, I mean, well, this match right now, they're dominating. 5 shots to our 2. Now we're slowly climbing back into it. And to be honest, we're playing a little bit back. It's 0-0 at the half, though. Defense looks nervous. You know, Zottel's not fast. Or I mean, he's not terrible, and he is quicker than mine. But let's go ahead and put 7 and 9. This is why he's not in at the moment. But a 16 heading and 18 jumping reach. So we're going to do that, and then I think I'm going to tell him. Let's go tactics player, and Sebastian Mai, shoot, dribble less. We're going to tell him to stay back if we can. Apparently we can't. Yeah. I thought we would be able to tell him to stay back a little bit more, but never mind. Shoot less, dribble less, fewer. Hold position, I guess. Doesn't really quite what I meant, but okay. Start the second half. Let's see how this goes. He does really only have the 45 minutes in him. He's just coming back off injury, so we will see. Pretty boring game, though, so far, which I guess is good for us, really. Not when the highlights come back with them in the attacking zone, but at least Mai is already back, so that's nice. Come on. Oh. You know the game has just decided it's done when, you outplay the team and it just decides, no, let's just give them a penalty kick to win it here at the end. We know you worked hard and you deserve this win. You should have one once in a while, but let's see how this goes. Nope. 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 We need at least one goal. We need at least one goal. Whoops, confirm changes. Oh, we got to watch the highlight first. And they're on the attack again. Oh, Seedle manages to steal it. Zayturbo's got it. He kicks it over to Tolomeo. What's he going to do with it? Back into Zayturbo. Over to Kirk. Oh, come on, Kirk, with that great long shot. Oh, he squeaks one past on the right side. We get it in there. 12th position. Okay, you know what? We're just going to stick with it. We're just going to stick with it. This is a bit risky, I know. Hertha has played probably slightly better than us most of the game, but we just got to go on the attack. We got to. This is how we played all season, or all last season. This is what got us here. Hopefully, with keeping players back a little bit, that'll squeak us through. Mai's wearing down a little bit, but he's kind of about to where everybody else is after a half of football, even though he's only played, 20 or 30 minutes. All right, Feek manages to get it away. Back over to Feek. Zayturbo. He lobs it up for Tolomeo, who's unable to control. Meyer's got it. And this is where we give it up. Oh, Asano wasn't able to control it. That's exactly it. He's on Mai. Mai has no speed. That was going to be the break. That's normally what happens to us. That's why we want people back. I'd like to be able to tell Mai to stay back even farther. Kick it up to Schroeder again. A little bit of speed, but again, nobody's there for Asano because Mai's just not fast enough. That ends that experiment. 14th place. And you see him just blowing past Mai. Feeds it in. Whoever we have on the side, is that Seidel? Just didn't feel like covering his guy. He ran in. He could have covered him. He just didn't. All right, we got a few minutes left. Oh, up to Tolomeo, but there's no way he's... Oh, they misplay it. Oh, my gosh, we had a chance there. We had a chance. Oh, Tolomeo, if you were half a step faster, that would have been a goal too. I'm not as worried about our offensive speed, although right there, that's someplace that it would have done it. All right, Kirk's got it. Nope, just kicks it over the net. That's game. I don't know, guys. Just disappointing. Just disappointing. It leaves us in 14th place, which is technically out of relegation. I think bottom two go and the last one's playoff. So we're up a little bit. But, man, a win. 13 points would have had us up here. Would have swapped us with Hertha. We would have been, mid-table, essentially. Well, we'll just keep playing them. We'll see what happens. Yeah, Kirk played okay. I guess we can praise his performance. I don't remember. Did he have the goal? Yeah. Anyway, we'll keep plugging away at it. But like I say, I don't really expect a huge amount until we can speed up the defense a little bit. And we'll just have to see how it goes. I mean, that's it. We've got a shopping list now for the winter break. And we'll just have to see what we can do then. Until then, it's just a matter of just trying to tread water, keep our heads up and hope we survive. Anyway, if you liked it, hit like. If you disliked it, hit dislike. Don't forget to subscribe, leave comments, and thank you for watching. Tschüss!